Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the Barkbuster install video today, I just wanted to share with you guys, basically I had a full breakdown on my bike about 10 days ago. So I think I'm going to pull over somewhere and I'll tell you guys exactly what happened. Yeah, so basically about 10 days ago, guys, I was just went to Home Depot, not too far from my place, and just want to pick up a few things. And I was leaving there doing about 60 kilometers an hour, and basically the bike just died. I mean, the whole screen went black, total loss of power. Got it off the side of the road. Tried turning it over a few times, it wouldn't turn over. I sat for about 5 minutes or so, then it turned over. And then I thought, okay, it's fine. Maybe I'll just get it home from here. Went, maybe a block around the corner, and it died again. And this time, completely shut down. I couldn't get it started at all. I tried everything. I tried the basic things, basically, the fuses, checking everything, and couldn't get it going at all. Ended up having to push it home. It started pouring rain. Ended up having to push it home a little over 2 kilometers. Got it back to my place. And then called up the tow truck service. They ended up picking it up in a couple days, towed it to my dealership, and then I just got the bike back yesterday. So yeah, what it ended up being is they told me, the technician said it was the engine coil, the defective engine ignition coil, and the wiring was defective as well. So pretty disappointing for like a bike that literally has 200 kilometers on it. Well, I got about 240, 250 now. So that's pretty disappointing, guys. But, being a 2025 model, I know a lot of you guys are buying them now. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. But anyways, yeah, let's get back on the road, get back home, and let's get the Barkbusters installed on the bike today. Today we're going to be installing the Barkbusters. So basically when you get it, you order these separately. If you've seen my unboxing video, then you'll know that I had to unbox these separately. So I got jet guards here, and got that. And you've got the pieces that go on the bike, and of course the bars themselves. So let's get it ready for install. Okay guys, so to get it ready for installing the Barkbusters, the first thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to remove these OEM guards, these flimsy OEM guards that they give you. But before I do that, I'm gonna need to remove my my double take mirrors and get those off there so we can get out the bolts. So let's just get these off first. Okay guys, so since I don't have the OEM mirrors anymore, I have the double take mirrors. If you've seen my previous video, you basically just loosen this off, and then like so. And then for this, we're going to need a hex socket or a hex Allen key, which is 8 mil. Got to unscrew this, get that one off. Now we got to go around and we got to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so on the right side, it's going to be the same thing. Loosen this off, and then get this one off. Okay, that one's off. Okay, so in order to get this guard off, we're gonna have to remove this top bolt here, and we're gonna have to remove this bottom bolt here, and this bolt here. All right, so let's start with this one. For this one, we're gonna need an 8 mil. So for this bottom bolt, we're going to use the ratchet, and we're going to use a 10 mil. And for the top bolt, we're going to use a spanner, and we're going to use a 10 mil to hold it in place. That wasn't too tight. Okay, so that's off. And remember, the guys, there's a spacer in here, so make sure you don't lose that. Okay, so now that we got that off, let's put this back on. Now remember, you don't need to put the spacer back on. The spacer is just for the protector. You just want to put the screw back on, or I should say the bolt back on. Put that in place. Lock it down, tighten it up. Okay, so now what we need to do is put this bolt back in first, the upper one. Make sure you get your clutch lever in the position you like. I think mine's fine where it is right now. And get that pretty snug. Don't over tighten it. Okay, so for the right side, you're only going to need to remove this bolt right here with the nut underneath. But we have the brake line kind of interfering, so we're going to have to loosen this off and kind of move it out of the way first. So for that, we're going to use a 14 mil. Just one. Loosen these off just a little bit. See if we can get these out of the way, like that. So now we can access this nut here. So again, we're going to be using a 10 mil. All right, so let's put the 10 mil spanner on top. Take that one out. So that's out. You can pull this right one away. And that's it. Now what we want to do is put this bolt back in. All right, so let's get this nut back on. It's good. So now what we need to do is we need to reposition these back where they were and then tighten these bolts back up. They look good. All good. So what we need to do next, guys, is we need to get these bar weights out of the handlebars. Yeah, so what we're gonna have to do is, I got this a little bit loose with the glue. We're gonna have to actually try to peel this rubber grip back, because inside here is a little kind of a rivet, and we need to expose that to go to the next step. Okay guys, that should be enough. Now you can see here there's a little, kind of like a little connector inside her, almost like a rivet sticking out. So we're gonna need to kind of get that, tap that on the top, tap that on the bottom, and then this should actually be able to pull out at that point. So let's do that next. What you wanna use is a punch bit. I don't have a punch bit, so I'm just going to use just a screw. Any old screw will do. And what you want to do is you just want to kind of tap this here. All right, now it's out, guys. Now just be careful with this here rubber. Sometimes it'll get stuck in there, so just make sure it's like that. And everything's intact. And now we're ready to get started on the right side. All right, guys, so for the right side here, we're not going to be able to just peel this back like we did on the other side, on the left side, because we have the actual throttle tube running under here. So what we're going to have to do is loosen this throttle casing off so we can kind of slide it out of the way. And that way we can access the same rivet that we did on the left side, so we can tap that and get this out. So let's get started on that. So we have two screws for the throttle case here. We've got one here, one Phillips here, and we got another Phillips underneath. Let's remove this one here and get that done. Yeah, we don't need to take this one all the way out. We shouldn't have to. Let's see, we'll just leave it for like this for now. And then let's do the bottom one. Okay, pretty loose. And next we're gonna have to remove, well, not remove, but loosen these two bolts right here. Now for those, we can use an 8 mil. So we don't want to take these all the way off. We just want to get them a little bit loose. A little bit more. So what we want to do is just push them to the side here like we have, and that way it exposes the rivet here. So now it's going to be the same thing we did on the left side. We're going to use a punch, and we're going to tap this and tap the one on the bottom. So let's get that done. All right, this one's out, but as you can see, the rubber is stuck inside, so we got to get that out. All right, so fish this thing out from inside, so you just want to make sure you don't lose this one, guys. And put this one back on, and that one is out. So now that we've gotten the bar weight out on the right side, we need to put the throttle casing and everything back into position, and then basically tighten up the screws. So let's do that now. So what you want to do is just kind of pull the grip back into place, and for the throttle casing, you should be able to feel the position, and if it's not moving, then it should technically be in the right position. All right, so once you got this in position, you just want to tighten the screws back up. Now, I don't think you need to go too tight on these. I think hand tight, because I think this stuff is plastic, so we don't want to be breaking the plastic. I think that's good. And we'll do the bottom one. And tight on that. That looks good. Okay, and now we're just going to tighten up these bolts again with an 8mm. Just go gentle, one at a time. You don't want to over tighten these too much. Get them snug. That one's good. That one's good. Everything looks good. Everything's locked in place. Throttle's responsive. All right, now we're ready for the next step, guys. All right, guys, so we got the 2 sets of screws here. You got 2 different lengths. I think these are at 30mm. Not sure what these are, 20, 25. So you want one of each of these. And then for this, you want to put the longer one in the back, like that. And then the shorter one's going to go in the front like that. And essentially you're going to be putting in your extender like this and then connecting it to your bar. So looks like that. And then of course you got to put your nut on the bottom. All right, so let's get started on this. Okay guys, to get kind of an estimate where your bar is going to line up for you can put your bracket on, you can kind of just take this and kind of line it up here. And that way it'll give you kind of an estimate. So I can see here, it's coming down right around here. So it gives me, just beyond this strap, gives me an idea where it's going to go. All right, so let's get this bracket installed. All right, so before we put the bracket on, we need to remove this little clip here. That way you can kind of get the cable out of the way, like that. Now we can put the bracket on. Feed the back one through first. This is the longer bolt in the back. And for the front, you're going to want to put this through. Before we do that, let's secure the back one slightly with the bolt. I should say the nut. Now for the front, you want to use your extension. Put it in between, like so. And for now, just put the nut on loose. Just kind of tighten them slightly. You want this to be able to move where you can make your adjustments. So that's kind of in place where I want it. All right, guys, so here's the problem. These bar ends just won't go into my 2025 Rally handlebars. The kit that I got, I'll show you guys first. So your inserts won't fit, and the spacer, the diameter of the spacer is too big. So I did check the kit, the 2021 and on it says, and it should fit, but clearly the diameter is too big here. I'm really, really frustrated. I was hoping to finish this install today, but unfortunately this is as far as I can go at the moment. I've already reached out to TripleClamp Moto, who I bought it from, to figure out if this is a packing issue or if the 2025 model needs a different fitting kit. Once I've got the right parts, I'll come back with a part 2 and get this installed, wrapped up properly. In the meantime, if anyone has a 2025 Rally with the Barkbusters installed, let me know in the comments if you've had the same issue as me. So I guess that's it for today, guys, and thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in part 2.